Hi, everyone. Certainly a somber moment here for the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. As one of our own has been seriously injured here today, doing what we have to do to protect the public. Around 9:35 this morning, the Family Dollar store called and said that two black male juveniles had just stolen approximately $50 worth of household items and had fled the scene. As deputies were responding to the scene, they made contact with one of the juveniles on Fletcher Avenue, just west of Florida Avenue. At the time of the encounter, the juvenile asked if he was being detained, and the deputy said, "You absolutely are. You match a description of a shoplifting suspect of a call that we're responding to." He was being cooperative at the time. They were attempting to remove his book bag from him, where they believe he was concealing the items, and he pushed off and ran and headed towards Florida Avenue here. Our deputies, being diligent as they are, one of them got in the car knowing that the juvenile was going to be much quicker than them. The other one decided to pursue on foot. As he entered the intersection, unfortunately being focused on apprehending the suspect, didn't see a vehicle approaching from the north to the south, and were struck by the motorist. He has sustained extensive leg injuries, arm injury, and we believe he has some head injuries. We don't know to what extent at this point. He was transported to the hospital. Other deputies were able to apprehend our juvenile suspect just down the street here. Took him into custody without any type of resistance. While we're interviewing and conducting our post-arrest interview, the second juvenile suspect did return to the scene and surrendered himself. Still working through exactly what type of charges we have now. And because we're still working through these active charges, I'm not able to release the two juveniles' name. I can tell you the suspect that Detective Stoll was chasing at the time when he was struck by a vehicle was 14 years old. The second suspect was 15. The suspect that the deputy was given chase to has prior charges for retail theft, aggravated robbery by sudden snatching, and he's on probation now. The second suspect has priors for burglary and felony criminal mischief. Again, at this time, all I can tell you about Detective Stoll is that he's 59 years of age. He was hired by the Sheriff's Office in 2007, and before serving our community, he served his country as a proud Marine. So quite a lengthy record of service to our country and our community. At this time, we don't believe the motorist was at fault. We don't believe speed was a factor. We don't believe that the driver was impaired. She was just driving when our deputy, again, entered the intersection. An unfortunate incident, as he made it a priority to place the shoplifter under arrest. At this time, I'll attempt to answer any type of questions, knowing that, again, you can see the active scene behind me. This is extremely preliminary. Leonard Stoll, Detective Leonard Stoll. 100%. She stopped as soon as it happened. And to give you some idea of the type of trauma that this detective sustained, we believe from the point of impact to where he finally came to rest on the roadway was at least 30 feet. So you could imagine the injuries that come along with being struck by a vehicle at least 45 miles per hour, the speed limit, and by being thrown that distance. Again, can't say enough about how diligent our deputies are in apprehending bad guys. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it. Thank you.